It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Might be a little rusty. I haven't played a couple days.
They go play action with Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense.
Touchdown, Eagles! Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
Rusty, man. I haven't played in like a week.
He's got it, and the Eagles
had to get a forced W from the Commanders. It's about to be a long game. I can't lose this game while I give up the 3 seeds. So.
Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's see. Try this out.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Jones. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Jones to Galladay, 1st down Giants. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Oh, there it is.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think
Odell
he's
should
got
be
more
open.
than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this
Like
late in
he
the
blitzing
season,
from that left
he needs
side.
that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I knew he was blitzing.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man
Listen
involved
again.
as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
See the 2 ends. Yep.
A 1st down carry for Barkley.
Why'd he slow down? What? They just stopped me.
The Giants at 8-4 now in the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset.
It made me
Being
stop.
in the right
That's
frame
crazy.
of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Gotcha.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Press? He blitzing too. Yes.
Throwing Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 19. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive
Keep
that
blitzing.
they
I
want
know
to
you
get him
blitzing,
involved,
man.
not only Charles in the run game, but
See,
in
you
the
better
pass
blitz
game as
again.
well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
You might hear. Ooh, this might be a touchdown.
Right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse.
Yep.
Touchdown.
Let's go.
Sterling
Don't keep
Shepard,
blitzing. Go
his
ahead.
first touchdown on the year. And the Giants respond to that opening drive.
Well, where's the meter at?
touchdown with one of their own.
Oh man. I missed it. Oh. We good. We good.
Extra point try good by Gano. Tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Throwing to start the drive, Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. These two teams all tied after one. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Nakobe Dean in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On third down, Barkley. Oh, good move. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants have moved out in front. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
79 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Sliding out of the pocket. Body, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
He was brought down there by Julian Love.
Come on.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run right on the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts. 56 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right on the 30. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he gets it down to the 32. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jones now. A final shot before break.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Jamie Gillandale as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's taken to the 26. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's trying to protect his quarterback's block. got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Okay,
they're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jacobs going to try the middle. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Throwing is Hurts.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Has this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Out to the right here to Shepard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 2nd down and 4.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going. It's exactly what you...
Hurts fumbles it, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority #1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one at this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
7 Pirates! Buffalo 18!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line.
Here we go!
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Counter play with Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it to football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles!
Grant Calcaterra from 8 yards out. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Jones gets this to Bellinger.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Jones.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw is Jones.
To Barkley on the check down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Jones.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's got his man downfield. That's Galladay.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Now Jones.
this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So here we go, 45 ticks to play, and it's all going to come down to this onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Roll, roll, roll.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. A really nice knockdown. You get so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Philadelphia, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Giants, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.